This is Retro Sports Radio. Visit RetroSeasons.com for more sports history.
The Texas Rangers faced the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium for a Saturday doubleheader on June 17, 1972. Texas was managed by Ted Williams in his fourth year with the team. It was the franchise's first year in Texas after moving from Washington when they were known as the Senators. The Rangers had never made the playoffs in their history, and they were coming off a 96-loss season in 1971. New York was managed by Ralph Houk in his sixth full season as skipper. The Yankees were an average team, hovering around 500 for the past few seasons, including missing the postseason for 7 straight years. This audio recording is from Game 1 of the doubleheader, featuring New York announcers Phil Rizzuto, Frank Messer, and Bill White.
Don't forget tomorrow's also Father's Day. Big day tomorrow here at the stadium. Fat Day and also Father's Day. The Yankees will be off on the 19th. That's Monday. They'll go up to Syracuse, though, and play if that pilots will fly us up there. They don't strike. Then the Kansas City Royals, the Bob Lemon, come in for a night game on Tuesday, June 20th. Next Tuesday, and an afternoon game on the 21st. Kansas City, you know, that's a team that shut the Yankees out a couple of times, so they've been getting good pitching. Shut the Yankees out in 2 ball games, 1-0. Rooker shut them out, and also Dick Drago. I mentioned earlier it'll be Steve Kline for the Yankees. Steve's pitching to a record of 4-2. He beat the Rangers the first time he saw him down in Texas, in Arlington, Texas. And he'll go against Dick Bosman, a right-hander who's won 4 ball games and lost 5. Bosman beat the Yankees the first time he saw them down at Arlington Park. The Arlington Park outside of Dallas, between Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. So these 2 right-handers both have won 1 and lost none against each other, or each other the other's team. And they're both on winning streaks. The Yankees have won 2 straight. Pitching staff has allowed only 1 run in 18 innings. They beat the White Sox 3-0 Wednesday and 8-1 on Thursday night. Now the Texas Rangers pitching staff has been doing well also. The Rangers pitching has permitted only 2 runs and 10 hits in their last 3 games, all victories. And the Rangers batting has also perked up a bit in recent games. They've hit just about 270 in their last 10 ball games. Before we give you the lineups, this is the New York Yankee Baseball Network. Let's pause now for station identification.
You are listening to Radio 81, WGY, a General Electric broadcasting station in Schenectady, New York.
This program is authorized under rights granted by the New York Yankees solely for the entertainment of our audience. Actions and accounts of this game without the express consent of the New York Yankees is prohibited. Well, the umpires are just coming out, and we'll give them to you first. It's a new group. I believe it's the first time we've seen them. Lou DeMuro will be behind the plate. Bill Deegan at first, Larry McCoy at second, and Jim Honachek down at third. Ralph Houk of the Yankees and Ted Williams of the Rangers are both out now, giving their lineups to the umpires, and their lineups will look like this. Dave Nelson will lead off to play second base for the Rangers. Dalton Jones will play second, and he'll bat second. Don Mencher will bat third and play first base. Batting fourth and catching, Dick Billings. Ted Ford will be in right field. He'll bat fifth. Larry Bittner will play in left field, and he'll bat sixth. Lenny Randall, for the second time this year playing the outfield, will play center field and bat seventh. Elliot Maddox, New Jersey's Elliot Maddox, has a pulled groin muscle. He usually starts in center field, but Randall will play center field and bat seventh. Phil Behara, the shortstop, will bat eighth, and Dick Bosman, a right-handed pitcher, will bat ninth. For the Yankees, Horace Clarke will lead off and play second base. Clarke batting .239. Johnny Callison in right field will bat second. He's batting .219. Bobby Murcer, batting .273, will play center field. Roy White in left field, batting .264, will bat fourth. Ronnie Bloomberg at .275 will bat fifth to play first base. Batting the sixth and playing third base will be Bernie Allen. Bernie now batting .269. Thurman Munson will catch and bat seventh. Munson at .250. Jerry Kenney moves in to play shortstop for this first game of 2. Jerry is hitting 100 and just a little bit of change, 154. Batting ninth and pitching will be Steve Kline. So it'll be Kline and Munson, the batteries for the Yankees. Bosman and Billings, the batteries for the Texas Rangers. The second ball game, the Yankees will send out Mel Stottlemyre against Mike Paul. And if you're listening, you still have time to come in and see plenty of baseball. If you thought the rain was going to keep you away, it doesn't look like it's going to rain. It's cleared off here, although it is cloudy. And it isn't too hot, it isn't too cold. Perfect day for sitting in the seats here and watching baseball. Well, Ralph Houk and Ted Williams are really going over the ground rules with the umpires. This is the first time the Rangers have been in here. And Williams wants to know every quirk of the stadium. He doesn't want to lose this ball game because of some ground rule that he doesn't understand. They talked about the monuments out in center field, the ball getting behind the monuments there. Now they're pointing out in left center field. And everybody's happy. The Rangers with a 3-game winning streak and the Yankees with a 2-game winning streak. So something's got to give here this afternoon. They're waiting for them to come out, and I think they're going to have to play. Here they come. Here comes the Yankees. There go the Yankees. And Nellie Fox jogs on down to first base. He'll coach there for the Rangers. Wayne Terwilliger will coach at third as Steve Kline strides out toward the mound. But before this game starts, we're being asked to rise for the playing and the singing of our national anthem. Hit today by a Yankee player, your friends at AFCO Financial Services will donate a set of 9 baseball gloves to a deserving youth group in the Yankee broadcast area. So listen closely. Your group may be a lucky recipient. So far, AFCO has given away, 27 sets of 9 baseball gloves. Bobby Murcer has been responsible for 7 of those. Roy White, 4. Ronnie Bloomberg, 3. And Thurman Munson, 3. Johnny Callison has a couple of home runs. And several other players have 1. So listen closely. You just might get 9 baseball gloves courtesy of AFCO. Well, the Yankees defensively have Kline pitching, Munson catching. Bloomberg's at first base. Clarke at second. Jerry Kenney is a shortstop as Gene Michael gets a little rest in his first game of 2. The third baseman is Bernie Allen. The left fielder, Roy White. Center fielder, Bobby Murcer. And the right fielder, Johnny Callison. Stepping in now for the Rangers will be Dave Nelson as we're just about ready to get underway. Nelson playing third base, bats right-handed. hitting .275 with 1 home run, 18 runs batted in. Allen and Bloomberg at the corner shorten up for Nelson, an excellent bunter. Kline's ready with the first pitch, and it's bunted foul outside of third. Nelson right away trying to bunt on Allen. Bernie was way in, throwing him out anyway. The ball went foul. It'll be Nelson, Jones, and Murcer in that order. The Rangers beat the Yankees 2 out of 3 down in Arlington. The Yankees have a score to settle here. Now Kline's ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. Last time out, Kline got shut out 1-0 by the Royals in Kansas City. 2 pitches that well today, he should win. The 0-2 pitch now to Nelson. Sidearm curve in the dirt, blocked by Munson. And it's 1-2. Outfield straight away for Nelson. So's the infield. As Allen has moved back to third now. 1-2 pitch is outside. A slider just missed. Taken by Nelson. And the count's 2-2. Got to have good eyes to take that pitch. He's ready. And the 2-2 pitch to Nelson. Fastball hit on the ground to Kenney at short. Jerry with the big hop fires across the diamond, and there's one away. Here's Dalton Jones, the second baseman. Jones from the Red Sox to the Tigers, now with the Texas Rangers. Getting a chance to play every day. With the Tigers, he was simply a pinch hitter. Or if someone would get hurt, he might get an opportunity to play. Here he's playing. Swings on a first pitch and bounces it foul to the first base coach, Fox. Jones is batting .138 with a home run and 5 runs batted in. Yankees claim to pull. Callison deep in right field. Murcer playing in right center just a bit. Roy White straight away, just shaded maybe a little bit toward left center. Kline's ready with the 0-1 pitch, and it's a fastball hit on the ground. And Kenney backs up, loves it. You have a long throw to make, and he makes it. Just as they get him by a step. 2 outs. Jerry Kenney's got an assist on both plays, and Ronnie Bloomberg will put out. And that'll bring up the dangerous Don Murcer, the first baseman. Murcer is not hitting for average, but this big fella, this left-handed hitter, has 5 home runs and has 26 runs batted in. He only got 20 hits. First pitch to him. Strike. Yankees play him to pull. Kenney almost behind second, shortstop. Third baseman, Allen, Bernie Allen, playing wide of third and in close. Now Murcer wants to see the baseball. That must have sunk on him. And Lou DeMuro obliges. Ball's a little bit too dirty, and he'll throw it out. So Steve Kline with a new baseball with 2 outs and nobody on. They count no balls and a strike on Murcer. We'll try to work on the big fella now. Murcer with a closed stance. Bat cocked over his left shoulder. Cuts on the next pitch and fouls it off. In the upper deck on the left side. Kline ahead 0-2. Don't forget Bat Day tomorrow here at the stadium. All kids 14 and under will get a genuine Little League bat. That doesn't mean you, Barry Landers. About 3 times that age. Easy. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch now from Kline. Strike 3 call. Got him looking. Got him with a fastball, and that's it for the Rangers in the first. 3 up and 3 down. Nobody got the ball out of the infield. After the half inning, the Texas Rangers nothing, and the Yankees are coming to bat.
Ever notice how many employment ads include information such as Blue Cross and Blue Shield provided? It's one of the most important fringe benefits an employer can provide for his employees. And here's another important fact. Blue Cross and Blue Shield plans are flexible. In other words, you can practically write your own health care plan. You start with the basic Blue Cross and Blue Shield plans. Depending on the number of employees you have, you can then expand your coverage in almost any area you want. Dental coverage? Blue Shield has a great dental plan available to employee groups of 50 or more. Prescription drug coverage? It's also available to groups of 50 or more. Master Medical? There isn't a better plan than ours in the country. At least not one that we've heard of. Today, flexibility is the name of the game in writing health coverage. And since Blue Cross and Blue Shield practically invented group health care coverage, isn't it logical that our plans would be the most flexible on the market? It is logical. And they are.
Well, the weatherman says it isn't going to rain, and there's still plenty of time to come out and see most of this ball game and also the second ball game. See some pretty good pitching. Mel Stottlemyre will be on the mound for the Yankees, and Mike Paul will start the second ball game for the Texas Rangers. So still plenty of time to come out to Yankee Stadium for a ball game. Dick Bosman will face Horace Clarke, Johnny Callison, and Bobby Murcer in that order as we go into the last half of the first inning. Jim Turner coaching down at first base for the Yankees this afternoon. He's taking Ellie Howard's place. Ellie has gone to Cincinnati to play in an old-timers game for which he is, by age, well qualified. And Dick Howser coaching down at third. Clarke is in. House batting .239 with a home run and 14 runs batted in. Bosman gets a strike in the first pitch. Dave Nelson, the third baseman, is in close there. Hope Arlene went with him to Cincinnati, so she won't tell him about my little remark about his age. That's Howard. Next pitch is popped up on the left side. Right there is the left fielder, Bittner. Under it now, and he has it for the first out. So Hall slides to left, and that'll bring in Johnny Callison. Ellie's only 44 years old, huh? 44? We'll find out when it comes time for him to get his pension. A lot of guys go from 44 to 49 awful quick. Callison's batting .219. 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. Bats left-handed. First pitch from Bosman, the call strike, a slider on the outside corner. The Rangers really play Callison full. 4 deep in right field. Randall, the center fielder, is playing in right center. There's a big gap in left center. And then Bittner, the left fielder, is there. Outside, 1-1 to Callison. And the infield also overshifts on Callison. Minter deep at first. Jones back on the grass at second. Harrow, the shortstop, not too far from second. And the third baseman, Nelson, wide at third. Ball's fouled straight back. And it's 1-2 on Callison. There's no score. We're in the last half of the first inning. The Yankees have an out, and they do not have a base runner. Bosman looks at it. Billings has his sign. Right hand drove the head, the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to the first baseman, Minter, who bobbles it. The ball's behind him. Throws to Bosman, covering. They got Callison by his step. Minter bobbled that ball. Didn't go too far behind him. Picked it up and just lobs it to Bosman, covering. And there's 2 outs. This hand is for Bobby Murcer. Murcer batting .273 with 7 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Bosman beat the Yankees 6-3 on June 6th. He allowed only 1 hit in 6 innings. He gave up a couple of runs early without giving up any hits. He was taken out of the game in the bottom half of the 6th for a pinch hitter. And Minter singled for him. Bosman was saved by Paul Lindblad. Now he's ready for Murcer. And gets the slider on the outside corner for a strike. A lot of room dead away center for Murcer. If he hits the ball out that way, he'll have to reach the monument. The grass isn't too soft to saw it because of the rain we had last night. He really always shook for Murcer. And surprisingly, Bosman threw him outside. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another pitch outside. 1-1. Usually a pitcher, if he's going to pitch you away, he'll have the outfielders and the infield straight away, or even pages of the left side. But they're pitching Murcer away and playing him to pull. 1-1 pitch. Change up, driven to right field. Nobody gets that. Base hit inside the line. Bobby around first base. He'll try for two, and he'll make it standing up. That's Mercer's 10th double. Surprisingly, Bobby has no triple. He has 7 home runs, so Mercer on his second with 2 outs in the last half of the first inning, and that'll bring in Roy White. White and Mercer share the lead in home runs for the Yankees, runs batted in for the Yankees, each with 22. So Roy here with an opportunity to go one up on Mercer. It's always good to have two guys sort of in competition with each other. RBIs, home runs. Makes each do a little bit more. Bosman stretches now, and he'll check Mercer at second. Pitch to White. Fouled off. Struck by Bloomberg in the on-deck circle. White's batting .264. In addition to his 4 home runs and 22 runs batted in, Roy leads the Yankees with 10 stolen bases. 2 outs here in the last half of the first inning. Mercer on at second with not too big a lead there. Now Harrow moves a step behind him as Bosman comes set. Checks Mercer. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. Bosman pitching carefully to White here. With 2 outs and the last of the first, no score yet. The 1-1 pitch. That gets the outside corner. A fastball tailing away from White. And it's 1-2. Baltimore leads the American League East along with Detroit. They both won 29 ball games and lost 22. Cleveland's 5 games out. The Yankees 6. No, the Boston Red Sox 6. The Yankees 7. And then the Milwaukee Brewers 5 games behind the Yankees. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to White. Cut on and fouled off. Breaking ball. And it's still 1-2. Well, there's still plenty of time for the Yankees to move up in the American League East race. And they really haven't got a real long winning streak going yet. So you figure every team should have one of those over a year. In the West, Oakland leads by 3 games over the Chicago White Sox. Minnesota's 6 out. California, Kansas City, and Texas all bunched together. Now the stretch by Boston. He'll check Mercer second. Pitch to White. Swung on and missed, struck him out. So Bosman gets out of danger by striking out White. For the Yankees in the first, no runs on 1 hit. That a double by Mercer. There were no Ranger errors, and Mercer was left at second base. After 1. The Yankees nothing, and the Texas Rangers nothing. Did you know the value of your home can be worth cash in your hand? With an APCO homeowner's loan, it will be. If you're a New Jersey homeowner, you're eligible for an APCO secondary mortgage loan. You can borrow money to do whatever you want. After all, it's your money to begin with. It's the money you've tied up in your home and can't get out unless you put up for sale sign. But you don't have to do that. You can borrow up to $10,000 and more. Call your nearest APCO Financial Services office and make arrangements over the phone. At APCO, it's our business to lend money to homeowners. What you do with the money is your business. Once in a while, a ball player comes along who can do it all. Hitting, fielding, everything. Well, in the credit card field, Carte Blanche is the one that lets you do it all. Carte Blanche gives you instant credit at leading airlines, at fine restaurants, hotels and motels, and also for rent-a-cars, gasoline, quality merchandise, and a lot more. Pick up an application soon, wherever you see the familiar Carte Blanche welcome sign, and get in on a brand new card game. Carte Blanche, a subsidiary of APCO. Well, looking at the scoreboard, no scores. I'll give you the schedule. Cleveland's at Oakland. Baltimore is at Minnesota, and Baltimore has won 8 straight ball games. Kansas City's at Milwaukee. Tonight, Detroit will play California. Boston and Chicago will play a day-night doubleheader. We'll get 2 separate ball games in there. I'll give you the National League scores in just a moment. Dick Billings will step in for the Rangers against Kline as we go into the top of the second, and Billings takes the strike on the outside corner. Billings batting .275 with 3 home runs, 18 runs batted in, and he has hit the Yankee pitching well. Kline is ready. Over the head, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That's too high. 1-1. The Yankees play this right-handed hitter straight away. In the National League, the Mets play Cincinnati tonight. Montreal at Atlanta tonight. San Francisco and St. Louis, that's the day game. As the game LA at Chicago. 1-1 pitch now. Bounce foul outside of third by Billings. 1-2. San Diego will play Pittsburgh day game. And the Phillies are at Houston for a game tonight. That's the schedule. And today's official scorer, Jim Ogle of the Newark Star-Ledger. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Billings. Bounce down the third base line. It's going to be a fair ball. Up with his Allen throws, not in time. Ball looked like it was going to go foul. He stopped it down the third base line. Allen charged it near the line, came up and threw, but not in time. So Billings will get an infield hit. That's the first hit off Kline. That'll bring in Ted Ford, the right fielder. Ford, a right-handed hitter, is batting .276 with 5 home runs and 14 runs batted in. And Billings, Bill Kane reminds me, is hitting .615 against the Yankees now. He's 8 for 13. Stretch by Kline, and the pitch to Ford. Swung on and missed. A strike. 8 for 13. He's got a lot of RBIs in that those 8 hits, too. A home run and 3 runs batted in. He's averaging an RBI game. That's not too bad. Here's the stretch now by Kline. He checks Billings. Throws there. Billings is back easily. Yankees looking for 2 with Allen, the third baseman, in close. He's even with the bag. Outfield straight away. No score with the top of the second. Each team with a hit. Stretched by Kline. And the 0-1 pitch to Ford. Hit on the ground to Kenney at short. Could be 2. He goes to Clarke for 1. Return to first, and it's a double play. And that's 6 double plays in the last 2 ball games for the Yankees. Made 5 against the White Sox in their last ball game, 1 here. So a 6-4-3 double play, and they're 2 out here in the second. That was started by Jerry Kenney. Gene Michael had been in on the other 5 against the White Sox. So the shortstops are busy. Here's Bittner, a left-handed hitter. Takes the strike from Kline. Bittner batting .244. And the Yankees play him to full. No score. We're in the top of the second. Yankees and the Texas Rangers. The next pitch hit on the ground to Clarke. Clarke moves near second, comes up with it. Flips over to Bloomberg at first, and they've got Bittner there. So the Rangers in the second inning. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, and by a double play, nobody's left on base. After 1.5, the Yankees nothing, and the Texas Rangers nothing.
Taking a doubleheader on a hot summer day, and you'll know how the bleachers got their name. Before you know it, you've got yourself a scorching thirst. A thirst for a couple of beers. So today, there's only one beer that'll do.
To the last half of the second inning. The Yankees will send up Bloomberg, Allen, and Munson in that order. Against Dick Bosman, there's no score. Hey, don't forget Bat Day tomorrow here at the stadium. All kids 14 and under who are accompanied by an adult will get a bat. Now, you can That you can bring your whole ball club. A little league team, about 15, 16 guys, and you can outfit them for the rest of this year and next year. Got some pretty good hitters. I'm sure you don't break bats. You might use those bats a long time. Bat day tomorrow. It's also Father's Day here at the stadium. Bloomberg's in. Ronnie batting .275. Takes the breaking ball high. Ronnie with 3 home runs, 17 runs batted in. They play him to full, as they do all the left-handed hitters on the Yankee team, the Rangers. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Ron. Swung on, driven to right center field as the bat breaks in half. Randall's out there and it falls in front of him for a base hit. So Bloomberg singles in front of the center fielder Randall. And that bat broke in half. He's got to be a strong fella. Bat breaks in half and you single out into right center. Now, keep in mind that Randall is normally a second baseman and an infielder, and this is only the second time that he's played the outfield for the Rangers. Elliot Maddox, who normally plays center field, who has great range, has a full groin muscle. So Bloomberg is on at first, and Murcer will play behind him. And the batter is Bernie Allen. Allen playing third, batting .269. Swings on a first pitch and fouls it back. Bernie took a half swing. Bosman keeps pumping that ball on the outside corner. The absence of Maddox has got to hurt this Texas ball club. You got to have a center fielder who can catch the ball. See Maddox in the dugout now looking out at center field. Now the stretch by Bosman. Bloomberg leads at first. And the pitch. Too low. 1-1 on Allen. The Rangers continue to play behind the Yankee base runners. There are no outs in the last half of the second inning. Bosman lights the sign from Billy. He comes set now. Checks Bloomberg. Throws at first. No chance at all as Murcer, we reminded you earlier, is playing behind the boomer. Now the stretch by Bosman. Allen waits. The 1-1 pitch is bunted down the third base side. And is Nelson up with it, throws the first. They get him there. Allen is out. Bloomberg on at second base, and we'll be back to, it's a sacrifice. We'll be back with Thurman Munson in just a moment. This is the New York Yankee Baseball Network. Let's pause for station identification.
You are listening to Radio 81, WGY, a General Electric broadcasting station in Schenectady, New York.
So give Bernie Allen the sacrifice. He's out 5-3. Bloomberg down at second, and the batter's Thurman Munson. Munson batting an even .250. 3 home runs, 15 runs batted in. That's right-handed, and the outfield straightens up just a bit for him, although they still leave a lot of room in left center field. Bosman comes to the belt, and the pitch to Munson. Slider on the outside corner for strike. No score yet. We're in the last half of the second inning. The Yankees with their second base runner at second base in scoring position. Murcer doubled in the first inning. Was left there as White struck out. Bloomberg singled, sacrificed to second by Allen this inning. And he's there waiting to come home as Bosman checks him. The 0-1 pitch to Munson is down low, 1-1. After Munson, it'll be Jerry Kenney. Bloomberg with a short lead off at second. As Bosman will take a peek at him. The 1-1 pitch to Munson. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Bloomberg's trying for third. He'll make it there. They'll throw the first and got Munson. Boomer took a chance with the ball hit to the shortstop. And he made it. But Munson was thrown out 6-3. There are 2 outs, and here's Jerry Kenney. Billings takes a peek at Ted Williams to see what they want him to do with Kenney because Steve Kline, the pitcher, is next up. And Billings is reminding Bosman of that fact and to be careful here with Kenney. Kenney batting .154. He has an RBI. Jerry hitting left-handed. Now the outfield plays him straight away, and they're in close Randall's in very close to center field. So is the left fielder, Bittner, and he's near the line. Bosman will wind. And he gets a breaking ball. It's too low. Jim Turner making his debut as a first base coach this year. Ellie Howard in Cincinnati for the old-timers game. Now Bosman winds. And the pitch is a strike call. Kenney tried to check his swing, but the ball just nicks the outside corner, breaking ball. So the count's 1-1. The Boomer leading off down third. Not too big a lead. As Bosman reads the sign from Billings. He likes it. And he winds. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Kenney. Outside, a fastball, ball 2. In the National League, the Mets are a half game behind the Pirates in the East. The Cubs are 4.5 games out. The Cardinals, Montreal, and Philadelphia all bunched. As Kenney calls times, he backs out. In the National League West, those Cincinnati Reds continue to run. The Big Red Machines 2.5 games ahead of Houston and Los Angeles. Atlanta's 8 out. 2-1 pitch to Kenney is too low. Ball 3. San Francisco and San Diego are out of sight in the West. On Kenney with 2 outs. Bloomberg down third. No score in the last of the second. Here's 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. He walks. He didn't want to pitch to him too much because Kline's next hitter. Bosman's given up his first walk. And the Yankees now have runners at first and third. And Steve Kline's the hitter. Kline looks like a hitter. And he gets a piece of the ball, but he doesn't get too many base hits. He is 1 for 23, batting .043. Of course, he'd like to get one here. Chokes up on the bat, hits right-handed. Venture behind Kenney at first. Bloomberg with a short lead off third. Outfield still straight away for Kline. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball backs him out, but he gets the plate. Strike. Bosman throws a sidearm breaking ball. Throws a sinker. Doesn't throw that hard, but he is an excellent control pitcher. Here's the 0-1 pitch now to Kline. Kenney's moving. Ball's hit on the line drive to the second baseman, Andrews, and he gloves it. Andrews started to go to first base. He was waiting on a sign from the second base umpire, Larry McCoy. So Jones, the second baseman, picks up that line drive off the bat of Kline for the third out, and for the Yankees in the second. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. After 2, the Yankees nothing, the Rangers nothing.
At the Getty Oil Company, we sell premium gasoline for a few cents less per gallon than most other major premiums. So you get extra gas for your money. In fact, if you drive around 12,000 miles a year and you use Getty Premium, you'll get enough extra gas to get you from New York across Delaware.
What's that thing with the spots, Dad?
That's a cow, son. Down through Charleston, South Carolina.
Look at all the spots on that cow, Dad.
That's a horse, son. And into the Sunshine State, Florida. A total of about 1,000 extra miles.
Come on, Dad. Referee's the pig's uncle.
That's a monkey, son. Getty, the company that gives you more gas for your money, so you get more miles for your money.
Now, tomorrow, it'll be Mike Kakich against Pete Broberg, and it'll be bat day here at the stadium tomorrow. Also Father's Day. Chance for all youngsters, boys and girls 14 and under, to get a Hillerton Bradby bat. Lenny Randall, the center fielder, will lead off for the Rangers in the third. Randall bats right-handed. He's batting .213. Bunts the first pitch. Bunsen picks it up, throws the first. They've got him by 2 steps. Ball was punted right out in front of the mound, in front of the plate. Munson, one of the quicker catchers in the American League, bounced out and got Randall, who can fly by 2 steps. That might stop them from trying a bunt. So Randall is out 2-3, and there's one out here in the third, and that'll bring in Toby Harrah. This right-handed hitter is batting .242. For a while, he led the Rangers in RBIs with 23. Mincher now has 26. As Harrah fouls the first pitch down the first baseline, Bloomberg is after, but he can't get to it. Too far back in the seats. Last time we saw the Rangers in Arlington, Texas, Harrah was having a lot of trouble defensively at shortstop. He was hitting the ball well, drove in a couple of runs against the Yankees. But you got to catch once in a while, too. Harrah with a brown bat, cocks it over his right shoulder. And Kline is ready for him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, loop to center field. Mercer's hustling in. Bobby has the range now, and he has it for the second out. And that is the first put out for a Yankee outfielder in 2 2/3 innings. Here's Dick Bosman, the pitcher. No score. We're in the top of the third. Rangers no runs on 1 hit. The Yankees no runs on 2. Yankees have had a couple of men in scoring position, one as far as third base, but they haven't been able to break through on Bosman. Bosman hits right-handed. Bounces the first pitch right back to Kline, who gloves it. Goes to Bloomberg at first. And Bosman is out 1-3, and the Rangers are out 1-2-3. And after 2.5 innings of play, the Yankees nothing, and the Texas Rangers nothing.
These are the sounds of a friendly little game of basketball. And that's not all. They're also the sounds of a thirst in the making. A more than one beer thirst. A thirst that's big enough for a couple of beers at least. A thirst that's big enough for Schaefer. Schaefer has the unmatched quality of flavor that never fades. First cold, frosty glass to last. Schaefer is made for the more than one beer man. Always has been. Always will be.
Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one.
Well, tomorrow's bat day game, it'll be Mike Kekich, a flamethrower, against Pete Broberg, who also throws a little heat. There should be plenty of guys carrying lumber back to the dugouts tomorrow. Broberg can get the ball to the plate pretty quick, and Kekich can also get it up there. So Broberg and Kekich, a fireballing left-hander and a right-hander who throws aspirin. We'll see him tomorrow here at bat day. Here in the last half of the third inning, Horace Clarke will lead off with the Yankees. It'll be Clarke, Callison, and Murcer. Horace has been up once. He flied the left field his only time up. And Bittner is out there waiting again in close. As Bosman misses with a breaking ball. House has dropped a couple of points. He's batting .237 now. Hitting left-handed against Bosman. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball that misses outside. Ball 2. They spread out for the Hoss and play him in close. The outfield does. Nelson, the third baseman, also plays shallow. As Bosman's ready with the 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Hoss is not walking this year as much as he walked last year. He's only walked 15 times. As here comes a 3-0 pitch, and it's taken. It's a strike. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Outside ball 4. So Clarke jogs down to first on a 3-1 pitch as he's walked, and that is a walk number 2 given up by Bosman. He has a strikeout, and Johnny Callison will be in. Callison's 0 for 1. He bounced the first baseman who threw the Bosman covering back in the first inning. John now batting .216. Couple of home runs, 7 runs batted in. And the Rangers now swing around. They play Callison to full. Still that big gap in left center as Bosman will check Clarke. And he throws to Mincher, who's still playing behind the Yankee runners. And Clarke has 6 stolen bases. Now the stretch by Bosman. Off with a big lead. Another throw. Clarke is back. Time's called as Callison, tired of waiting, steps out. Now he's back in. No score. We're in the last half of the 3rd inning. The Yankees with a runner at first. No outs, and Callison's a hitter. The pitch to John. Swung on. Popped up into left field. Bittner with a long run. The shortstop Harris out there, too. Bittner, Harris calls for it, and one-hands it. And it looks like that outfield is a bit damp. Saw some splashes of water coming up as Harris got under that ball. So Callison pops out to the shortstop Harris for the first out here in the 3rd. Clarke still at first, and the batter's Bobby Murcer. Murcer doubled down the right side his first time up. So Bobby's 1 for 1. He's batting now .277. That hit was worth 4 points to him. As Bosman comes set, Clarke leads. The pitch. Swung on. Looped out in left center field. Bittner's way back after. The left fielder has the range now. Under it. And he has it for the second out. Murcer trying to hit the ball in the gap that the Rangers giving him in the left center field. Got a little bit too close to the left fielder, and Bittner ran it down for the second out. So Clarke now still at first base, and the batter will be Roy White. With 1 out, Hoss wanted to stay pretty close to first base, but with 2 outs now, you might see him run, especially with Mincher still behind him at first. Mincher is not holding him on, although he's stationed between Clarke and the bag. Throw the first. Clarke is back. White's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. 2 outs, Clarke at first base. No score in the last of the 3rd. The Rangers and the Yankees. Here's the pitch to White, and it misses outside. Roy batting .263. Left-handed, he came into the game batting .250. Right-handed, he hits .288. The stretch, and the pitch. Loop to left field. That's going to be trouble. It's going to fall. Fair bounce into the seats. Ground rule double. Clarke will have to stop at 3rd. Well, they're going the right way, but they got a bad break there. If that ball had stayed in play, there was a possibility Clarke might have tried to score. But when the ball bounced into the seats down the left field line, Clarke was held at 3rd by the umpire down there, Jim Honachek. White cruised on into second base with a ground rule double, and that'll bring in Ronnie Bloomberg, who singled to right field his first time up. Yankees at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs here in the last half of the 3rd inning, and the Boomer's in. That base hit to Bloomer last time up was worth 7 points. He's batting .282 now. Left-handed hitter, strong, wings the bat over the plate. First pitch to him is outside a ball. Now Bosman just might rather pitch to Bernie Allen, the next hitter, than to pitch to Bloomberg. Let's see. Of course, he'll try to make him bite on a bad pitch if he can. Second baseman Jones playing on the grass there. 1-0 pitch. There's a breaking ball. It's in there for a strike. 1-1. Clarke at 3rd, White at 2nd. First base is unoccupied. There are 2 outs. Count 1-1 on the Boomer. Neither team scored yet. Bosman looking in at That's Billings, his catcher. Now he looks over at Clarke, leading from third. Winds. The 1-1 pitch to Boomer. Fastball is fouled back. So he's pitching to the Bloomer, and he's ahead of him now. Ball and 2 strikes. There's got to be 75 yards between the center fielder, Randall, and the left fielder, Bittner. Now Randall moves back over. Now he closes the gap to about 70 yards. And Bosman likes the sign. He's going to wind. Here's the 1-2 pitch to the Boomer. Breaking ball is too low. Blocked by Billings. And the count's all even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I've never seen such an extreme shift. Everybody hits straight away. Most everybody plays straight away, and you're going to catch anything. You ask for trouble when you use extreme shifts like this. Of course, the hitter's got to hit the ball, though. Kurt Simmons, there, you'd go over hitters, and one guy would say, play him the pull, play this guy to pull. Every time you go over hitter, Kurt Simmons says, play him straight away, straight away, straight away. Once in a while, he guy that pulls everything, he'd say, play him to pull. Here's the 2-2 pitch, not a Boomer. Hit on the ground to the first baseman, Murcer, who waits on it, and he'll go to first himself and beat Bloomberg there for the 3rd out. Well, the Yankees threaten, but they get no runs. They get 1 hit, a double by White. There were no Ranger errors, and 2 men were left on base. At the end of 3, the Yankees nothing, and the Texas Rangers nothing.
Lake Washington was in bad trouble and getting worse. And so a few of us got together.
And when the movement got rolling, thousands of people became involved. The whole region came to life.
We saved the lake, and we were willing to pay for it.
The earth will be saved only if each one of us acts upon the simple truth that I can do it. Then we will see how much we can achieve together. For information, write U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Washington, D.C., 20460.
Well, Dave Nelson will lead off for the Rangers as we go into the top of the 4th. No score. Steve Kline has shut out the Rangers so far as Dick Bosman has handcuffed the Yankees. Nelson's 0 for 1. He bats right-handed. Takes a breaking ball too low. Nelson, the 3rd baseman. Used to be the property of the Cleveland Indians. Good speed. 1-0 pitch to him. Swung on, bounce foul outside of 3rd. And the count's 1-1. Ball games today. Cleveland's at Oakland, Baltimore at Minnesota, Kansas City at Milwaukee, and Chicago White Sox playing the Boston Red Sox in Boston. All-day games. The one-night game, Detroit playing California. Kline's ready, the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit, left field. And the ball stops out there to White as wet grass grabs it. But Nelson will have to stop at first with a single. That's only hit number 2 off of Kline. So Nelson leads off the 4th for the Rangers with a line single to left field. And the batter will be Dalton Jones, the 2nd baseman. Jones bounces to short his first time, so he's 0 for 1. Dalton, a left-handed hitter. He'll be followed by Don Murcer, who's in the on-deck circle. Kline comes set now. Nelson, an excellent base runner. The pitch is a called strike, a fastball. Nelson has 18 stolen bases. Well, he had 18 last time we saw him in Arlington, so he hasn't stolen any since then. But he's a threat to steal the throw there, and he just slides back in safely. Another throw, and he's safe. That was a little closer. Counts no balls and a strike on Jones. As Kline comes set. Another throw to first, and he's safe again. All three plays at first base have been closed, but Nelson has just gotten the tip of his fingers back in on the bag before Bloomberg's tagged him. Kline's really giving him the once-over as he comes set. And the pitch, fake running by Nelson. The ball's outside. Nelson gives you that false start at first base. He realizes Munson can get that ball down to second pretty quick. Another throw to first, and Nelson's back. Part of Kline's job is to keep that man close. If he keeps him close enough, Munson can throw him out. Nelson takes the lead as Kline checks it. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Jones. He's gone. Hit on the ground to Kline. He knocks it down. His only play will be to first base, and he gets Jones there for the first out. Nelson went on in the second. Steve tried to hurry that. He knew Nelson was running. He wanted to grab the ball and go to second, still try for two, but in being in a hurry, the ball came out of his glove, dropped in front of him, and he picked it up and got it to Bloomberg for the out. Nelson went on in the second, unmolested, and there's one away, and here's Don Mincher. Now Munson wants to talk to Steve Kline. Mincher is a tough man with men in scoring position. He's got only 20 hits, but 26 runs batted in. Don Mincher struck out his first time up. Caught looking at a fastball on the inside corner. No score. We're in the top of the fourth. Nelson leads from second. Kenney tries to hold him there. Throws second, and they've got him there. Yes, sir. Jerry Kenney snuck in behind Dave Nelson. Kline whirled and threw a perfect strike there. All Kenney had to do was drop his glove. And that scoring threat's gone by the boards now, as Nelson's wiped out from 1 to 6. A pretty pick-off play, and Mincher will have to bat now with nobody on and 2 outs. Kline's ready, and the pitch to Mincher is outside a ball. That pick-off play is a big play. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Minch. Outside ball 2. And that's the third pickoff by the Yankees this year. Munson's picked a couple of guys off at third. So now Steve Kline and Kenney have worked. That's embarrassing to be picked off second base. Now the 2-0 pitch to Mincher. Swung on, hit down to first base. Bloomberg has it on the line. It's a fair ball. Ronnie jogs in, touches first for the third out. For the Rangers in the fourth, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and since Nelson got picked off at second, nobody was left on base. After 3.5, the Rangers nothing and the Yankees nothing.
Why don't you cast it over there right by that rock?
These are the sounds of a more than 1 beer day. A hot summer day that makes you build a more than 1 beer thirst. You sit and you wait for the big ones to bite. But the one thing you're sure to catch is a whopping thirst. A thirst that's big enough for a couple of beers at least. So today, only Schaefer will do.
Oh, we got him!
Schaefer Pleasure stays first beer smooth, first beer bright, first frosty glass to last. You see, we started practicing on more than 1 beer thirst back before most brewers even started brewing. And practice makes perfect.
Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one.
After Bat Day tomorrow here at the stadium, It's also Father's Day. The Kansas City Royals will come in. Bob Lemon will bring his 9 in for a night game on Tuesday and an afternoon game on Wednesday. Chance to see little Freddie Potek. All you guys that aren't 6 feet think you can't play baseball. You come out and watch that little fellow play, and you realize that no matter how big you are, you can play baseball. Well, Potek will lead the Royals in. Bernie Allen will lead off for the Yankees in the 4th. Takes a strike from Bosman. Bernie's been up once. He sacrificed. No score yet. Both pitchers have been stingy with hits. The Yankees have 3 hits. The Rangers only 2 off of Kline. The next pitch is too low from Bosman. And the count's 1-1 on Bernie Allen. The Yankees have picked up a hit in each inning, but they have not scored yet. They have anything on the board. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Allen. Outside, driven deep to right center field. No one's going to get that. Way out there. That ball is up against the scoreboard, bounces back in, and Bernie Allen has doubled. That ball hit the top of the scoreboard. And Ford, the right fielder, got it on the fly off of the board. But by the time he got the ball back in the infield, Bernie Allen had a stand-up double. So the Yankees now have at least a hit in each inning up here in the up until the 4th. And the batter is Thurman Munson. Munson's been up once, bounced short. Thurman batting a point now under 250. 3 home runs, 15 runs batted, and he'll try to hit the ball to the right side. As Bosman comes set, Munson starts a bunt but gets the bat back. He was going to bunt down the right side, and the ball is too low. One ball and no strikes on Munson. Bernie Allen leading from second with no outs here in the 4th. No score yet. Thurman standing deep in the box. He's got his feet a little bit closer together now than he usually hits. The pitch to him. Hit the right field. That'll be out of play. In the upper deck. Thurman trying to do his job. He wants to hit this ball on the ground to the right side or get a base hit to the right side. He wants to get Allen over to third. For Jerry Kenney, who was in the on-deck circle. Bosman looking a long time at Billy. Really reading it. Now Harris moves a couple of steps over near second, and that chases Allen back there. Munson steps out. Now the stretch. Allen leads from second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball is too low. And time's called now as Billings wants to talk to his catcher, wants to talk to his pitcher. Looks like Dick might have, I wonder, does he chew? He might have swallowed some tobacco juice. He's talking to home plate umpire Lou DeMuro. It counts 2 balls and a strike on Munson. Bernie Allen perched at second base. We're in the last half of the 4th inning. There are no outs, and there is no score yet. Now everybody's ready. Munson's back in. Billings has given his sign, and now Thurman backs out again. Still that big gap in left center field as Bosman comes set. Too low, ball 3, 3-1. Bernie Allen, who led this inning off with a double, has 12 hits and 31 trips over his last 9 games, which he started platooning at third and second. That's the 387 clip. Now the stretch by Bosman. The pitch is ball 4, outside. Munson walks. And just before Jerry Kenney steps in, this is the New York Yankee Baseball Network. Let's pause for station identification.
You are listening to Radio 81, WGY, a General Electric broadcasting station in Schenectady, New York.
Jerry Jerry Kenney's the hitter. Bosman has just given up his third walk of the ball game, and Munson's on at first. Allen's on at second. There are no outs. Bosman walked Kenney back in the second inning. So now let's see how the Yankees play it. Will Kenney bunt or will he hit away? Steve Kline is on deck. Pitch to Kenney is a breaking ball that's wide of the plate. And Jerry did not square to bunt. Care of the shortstop and the second baseman Jones are really playing around down there with Bernie Allen. They're trying to keep him close. Here's the stretch. 1-0 pitch to Kenney and loop to left field. That should be easy for Bittner. He's under it, and he has easily for the first out. So Kenney lines to Bittner in left field for the first out. The runners hold. Allen goes back to second. Munson back to first. And the batter will be Steve Kline. Kline is 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up. Actually lines to Jones, the second baseman. The Rangers now look for a bunt. Mincher, the first baseman's in close. So is Nelson at third. The pitch is swung on. Base hit left field. Bernie Allen around third. He's going to be held up there as Bittner gets the ball quickly into the infield. He gets to his cutoff man, Dave Nelson, in between third and home. So Kline, instead of bunting, as the Rangers expected, swung on the first pitch and lined the base hit to left field. And the bases are loaded with the Yankees. Kline at first. Munson down at second. Allen at third. 1 out. And the batter is Horace Clarke. That's helping your own cause. That's hit number 5 off Bosman. And Horace Clarke, batting left-handed, steps in. The Rangers will play back. They'll look for 2 with 1 out. Clarke with a home run and 14 runs batted in. Looks like Bosman's going to wind up. He will not stretch. Peering in at Billings, and he goes over the head. And the pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air to center field. Randall's back, and the run should score. He's under it. Allen tags, and he hustles in, and he will score. As Randall threw the ball to third, Munson held at second. Kline at first, and the Yankees lead the ball game 1-0. Give Clarke a sacrifice fly to center and an RBI. It's RBI number 15 for the Hawks. Munson still at second. Kline at first. 2 outs now. Here's Callison. John's 0 for 2. He's bounced out and popped up. Outfield plays him for 4. Jones, the second baseman, still on the grass there. As Bosman comes set. Pitch is a fastball too high. Well, the Yankees have been chipping away at Bosman. In each inning, they've picked up at least 1 hit each inning. And now they've picked up their first run, the first run of the ball game. Big right-hander comes set. Checks Munson to second. The pitch is swung on and fouled off. Held by Billings. And the count's 1-1. Callison has 2 home runs. John has 7 runs batted in. Waves that bat over the plate. Cocks it over his left shoulder now. And the 1-1 pitch to him. A breaking ball misses outside. Ball 2. And that ball is thrown out as DeMiro does not like it. Says it's too dirty, rolls it out of play, and Bosman gets a new baseball. 2 outs. Munson down at second. Kline on at first. Here's the 2-1 pitch now to Callison. Fastball is swung on and missed. 2-2. John tried to check a swing on that pitch, but he went too far. Count's all even. Forget bat day here tomorrow. That's always a big day at the stadium. A lot of bats waved around here tomorrow afternoon. Here's the stretch by Bosman, And the 2-2 pitch to Callis. Fastball is hit foul. Straight back and out of play. Stretch by Bosman. The runners lead from first to second. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Callis. The breaking ball is too tight. Full count. On deck, Bosman just took a peek at him. It's Bobby Murcer. And you know he'd like to get Callison out here rather than face Murcer. With the bases loaded especially. Now he stretches. The runners will be going. And there they go. The pitch, the breaking ball is fouled straight back. And the count's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees lead this ball game 1-0. We're in the last half of the 4th inning. And a full count on Johnny Callison. The runners will be moving again. There they go. 3-2 pitch is hit on the ground to Murcer, the first baseman. He gloves it easily, and he'll make the play himself for the 3rd out. Callison hits the ball hard, but right to Don Murcer. For the Yankees in the 4th, they picked up the 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors by the Rangers, and a couple of men were left on base. After 4, the Yankees lead the Texas Rangers 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the center ring, the one and only Terry Morris, back with a great twin performance. Terry Morris, Ford and Mercury, your double good auto dealer. 2 great lines of cars, 2 outstanding locations. Morris, Ford and Mercury, Route 50 at Burnt Hills, and Route 50 in downtown Boston Spa. Yes, Terry Morris is back with the square deals you remember and the service you already expect with the Terry Morris name. As always, Morris gives you more. Prices like these: 1972 Mavericks, $19.95. 72 Pintos, $18.15. 72 Torinos, $23.25. 72 Mustangs, $24.55. See why everyone is excited? Terry Morris is back. See Ford's newest twin dealer, Morris Ford and Mercury, 1 mile north of the Burnt Hills traffic light on Route 50 and Milton Avenue in downtown Boston Spa.
Dick Billings will lead off for the Rangers as we go into the top of the 5th. Yankees lead this ball game 1-0. They picked up that run last inning on a double by Bernie Allen and a sacrifice fly by Horace Clarke. And remember, this Billings hitting .615 against the Yankees. He's 8 for 13. Those 8 hits include a home run. And this right-handed hitting catcher has 3 runs batted in. Yankees play him straight away as Pine's ready for him. Steve over the head, pumps and deals the first pitch. And it's bounced to short. Kenny charges it, takes a good hop, throws to Bloomberg, and there's 1 away. So Billings, first ball hitting, bounces out 6-3, and there's 1 out here in the 5th. The Rangers have only gotten 1 ball in the air to the outfield. Toby Harrell flied out to Murcer. The Rangers have 2 hits. Billings got an infield hit, and Dave Nelson also sings. This is Ted Ford. He swings on the first pitch and fouls it straight back, just under it. And it's no balls and a strike. The pitchers for the Chicago-Boston game have been announced. It's Wilbur Wood against Ray Cope. Wood looking for victory number 11. Well, 1 pitch to Ford is too tight, also too high, and it's 1-1. And L.A. at Chicago Cubs, it'll be Downing against Milt Pappas. Al isn't doing as well this year as he did last year, I would say. Won 20 ball games for the Dodgers last year. This ball's hit in the air to left field. White's under it, draws a beat on it, and hauls it in for the second out. So Ford flies to White in left field, and there are 2 outs here in the 5th. Yankees lead 1-0, and the batter will be Larry Bittner. Bittner has been up once. He bounced to second. Boy, this year Downing has won 3 ball games and lost 2. Has to really hustle if he wants to win 20 this year. Bittner bats left-handed. Kline's ready for it. And the pitch is too far outside. The Giants are playing the Cardinals. It's Bryant for the Giants, Reggie Cleveland for the St. Louis Cardinals. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Bittner. Fastball misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Yankees ahead 1-0. Top of the 5th. Yankees run 1 run on 5 hits. The Rangers no runs on 2. Kline pumps and deals a 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. He's really working Bittner away. He has not found the plate yet in 3 pitches. On deck is Lenny Randall. 2 outs and nobody on base. 3-0 pitch is ball 4, walking. That is the first walk given up by Kline. He has a strikeout, and Lenny Randall is in. I understand Randall's team, Arizona State, lost to Southern Cal in the College World Series, so Cal beat them 2 games in a row, and they are the champions. Pitch to Randall. Hit up in the air to the second baseman, Horace Clarke. Clarke back on the grass, under it, and he has it for the 3rd out. So Randall pops up to Clarke, and for the Rangers in the 5th, no runs on no hits, no errors. There's a walk and a man left on base. After 4.5, the Yankees 1. The Texas Rangers, nothing.
Trice Juron. Trice Juron Ford and Mercury of Saratoga.
Ed Trice and Bill Juron, always there personally to see that you get the best buy on the great 72 cars.
Always there in the service shop to see that you get personalized attention.
For Ed Trice and Bill Juron, it's good business to protect your car investment.
No absentee ownership here. You deal direct.
Drive right in for an old-fashioned, low-pressure deal on a brand-new Ford or Mercury.
Selection is huge. Service is steady, dependable.
And when your car's in for service, get a new 72 replacement vehicle just $3 a day.
Take the time-saving, money-saving, easy way to a new Ford or Mercury.
No stoplights. Up the North Way to exit 15 and drive right into the area's leading Ford Mercury dealer, Trice Juron of Saratoga.
No lack of parking. Trice Juron has 8 acres.
Yeah, and you want to be sure to see their ant hills.
Ant hills?
Ant hills. 15 feet high. Know anywhere else you can see a 15-foot ant hill?
The Yankee Stadium Advanced Ticket Office, which is located near Gate 4 on the east 157th Street side of the stadium, will remain open this afternoon until 5 for your ticket shopping convenience. And it will be open all day tomorrow also until 5. There are lots of free parking near the advance windows while you do your ticket shopping for the big series ahead, which is the Kansas City series, Tuesday night and Wednesday afternoon. Murcer will lead off with the Yankees as we go into the last half of the 5th. Bobby has doubled in 2 trips. Bosman deals the first pitch and gets the outside corner with a fastball. Yankees ahead 1-0. Allen's double, and a sacrifice fly by Horace Clarke. Sandwich in there was a key hit by Steve Kline. The 0-1 pitch swung on, popped up into center field. Randall's back out there. Now he backs up 3 or 4 steps. Under it, and the little fella has it for the first out. Roy White's in. White's also 1 for 2. He doubled. The ground rule double into the left field seats back in the 3rd. He also has a strikeout to go along with that. So Roy is now batting .267. That's left-handed against Bosman. Takes outside. Ronnie Bloomberg on deck. They play White to pull. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, bounce foul outside of third. Outside of first. Outside the Yankee dugout there, almost hit the cameras of WPIX. So the count's all even, 1-1. Bosman staring in at Billings. Likes the sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch to White. Down in the dirt, scooped up on one hop by Billings. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Roy. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. It's bat day tomorrow here at the stadium. And also the Yankees will have an autograph session a couple hours before the game. That'll start at noon in left field near section 38. Tomorrow it'll be Munson, Murcer, Kline, and Blasingame. As White swings on a 3-0 pitch, he doesn't get it. 3-2, 3-1 pitch. Swung over it, and the count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Also tomorrow, a couple of future Yankee pitchers. George Medich and Rick Earl. Earl from down here in Jersey will throw batting practice. Rich has won 6 ball games and lost 3 up in West Haven. White fouls the next pitch off, and it's still 3-2. Tell you, that Earl's going to be some kind of pitcher. He's a big fella, has a good fastball. And his ERA at West Haven's under 3. The other fella, Medich, he's a medical student. He's won 3 ball games and lost none, and he hasn't given up a run yet, an earned run. They'll pitch batting practice here tomorrow. Payoff pitch to White, bounce foul outside of first. You'll hear a lot of hitters complaining tomorrow, because these young kids come in here, and the first thing they want to do is impress Jim Turner that they shouldn't be in West Haven. They should be pitching here at Yankee Stadium. And they'll be throwing their best stuff at these major leaguers. And the guys who like the ball, Tony Ferrari throws batting practice. He just lobs it in for him. White gets the base, lines the ball to right field, base hit in front of 4. So White, swinging on a 3-2 pitch, has picked up the Yankees' 6th hit. And that keeps their streak going. They've got at least 1 hit off of Bosman in each inning. So Roy on at first. Let's see what Murcer will do. He'll still play behind him, which is not too, well, it's a little dangerous with the 1 out. And the batter's Ronnie Bloomberg. Yankees lead this ball game 1-0. And Roy is now 5 for 6. Last 6 at bats, he has 5 hits. Not too bad as Bosman Jackson. Pitch to the boomer. Swung on, popped up on the left side. It will fade into foul territory. Nelson, the third baseman's under. Backs up now into the coaching box. And he has it for the 2nd out. So the boomer fouls to the third baseman, Nelson. And here's Bernie Allen. Allen 12 for 31 over the last 9 games. Has a double to show for 2 trips, and he scored the only run the Yankees have. In fact, the only run of the ball game. Yankees lead 1-0 as White takes his lead off at first. Bernie now batting .283. Bosman comes set. There goes White to throw to first. Hasn't picked off. Throw down to second by Murcer. And Murcer tags him out as Hara gets the ball back to him. Let's see. So White's picked off at first for the 3rd out, and that put out goes 1-3, 6-3. The pitcher to the first baseman, to the shortstop, back to the first baseman. So with the Yankees in the 5th, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. After 5, the Yankees won, the Texas Rangers nothing.
When you believe in people, the word gets around.
AFCO Financial Services believes in people. Over 1 million people every year, with over 1 million loans for everything from appliances to x-rays. So when you come into AFCO, you come into money. Because if you deserve the credit, at ABCO you get it. Spread the word. ABCO Financial Services.
When you believe in people,
what gets around?
In all the sports world, there's no fan like a baseball fan. And it's the same in the world of dining places, too. There are no restaurants like the ones that honor the carte blanche credit card. Long Island dining places like Bruce Ho's, featuring fine Chinese and American dishes. It's in Manhasset on 1506 Northern Boulevard. Or the El Inca restaurant for fine Spanish-style dining. It's at 8501 Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights. Enjoy these fine restaurants soon with the Carte Blanche credit card. Carte Blanche, a subsidiary of ABCO. Well, the scooter's in Buffalo, and taking his place here behind the mic right now is my good buddy Frank Messer.
Okay, Bill White, thank you very much. And Bill will be going down to the television booth as we go to the sixth inning here at Yankee Stadium. Yankees lead in the ball game, 1-0. Toby Harrah leads off for the Rangers. Right-hand hitting shortstop, squares to bunt and takes a pitch high, ball one. Yankees have 1 run, 6 hits. Kline has allowed only 2 hits. Next pitch, cut out and foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harrah's hitting .241 after flying out to center field his first time at bat. Steve Kline bends down to take the sign from Munson, right-hander. Kicks and deals. Curveball is bunted down the third baseline. Picked up by Kline. Throw to first base. No, he's safe. Harrah bunts himself on. And now the pitcher, Dick Bosman, will come up. We may see another bunt. See if they have Bosman bunting. His right-hand batter bounced back to Kline his first time at bat. Bloomberg will hold the runner on at first base. That's the 3rd hit in the ball game and the 2nd infield hit. Bosman is not what you would call a good hitting pitcher. He's not what you would call a hitting pitcher. He's 1 for 20. Squares to bunt. The pitch is high and tight over his right shoulder. Ball one. The set. Allen in from third. Here's the pitch. It is bunted foul. Behind the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll tell you, Bosman can handle the bunt. He has 8 sacrifices. Over twice as many, nearly 3 times as many as the next closest man with 3. 1-1 pitch to him. He bunts it down the first baseline. Kline chases the ball down. Flips to Clarke, covering in time. Sacrifice 1-4 moves Harrah to second base. So for the second time in the ball game only, the Rangers have a runner as far as second. They got Nelson there in the 4th after he led off with a single. Moved up when Jones hit back to the pitcher, Kline. But then Steve Kline picked Nelson off at second base. Much to the chagrin of skipper Ted Williams. He threw his hands up down in the dugout, turned his back on the infield. Maybe he had a choice word or two to say. All right, first pitch here. Nelson takes. Ball one high. Nelson has grounded out to short and singled to left field. There's a big stretch by Steve Kline. Comes down to the set position. Now turns it loose. Curveball is popped up near the plate. Thurman Munson looking for it. Throws the mask away now. In foul territory, he's got it. In foul ground up the third baseline, Thurman Munson retires Nelson, 2 outs. And it'll bring up the second baseman, Dalton Jones. Jones, left-hand batter, has grounded out and hit back to the mound. Yankees lead in the ball game, 1-0. Rangers have a runner at second, 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning. One strike pitch. Foul to the upper deck on the third base side. And almost caught by a young lady, but she lost the ball. There's a scramble for it. I hope she gets it back. Ball hit her in a bad spot. In the hands. 0-2 pitch. Down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 away. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Dalton Jones. He's grounded out to short, as we told you, and hit back to Kline. Don Mincher. Power hitting left-hander is on deck. 1-2 pitch. Number foul off to the right side. Second game this afternoon, we'll have Mel Stottlemyre pitching for the Yankees. And left-hander Mike Paul for the Texas Rangers. Just for curiosity's sake, Bill Kane, when was the last time you remember Mel Stottlemyre pitching the second game of the doubleheader? When Whitey Ford was here, Bill said. Ball and 2 strikes to Jones. Munson had gone out to talk to Kline. Now the young right-hander is ready. Kicks the leg and delivers. Pitch is hit right back to him on 1 hop. Kline's got it. Throws over to first base. Jones is out and the side is retired. So for the second time, Jones has hit back to the pitcher. For the Rangers, no runs are hit, no errors. The man is left at the end of 5 1/2 to score. New York 1 and Texas nothing. If you've been switching around lately looking for a better brand of beer, here's a way to make your next switch your last. Switch to Schaefer and discover flavor that doesn't fade beer after beer. You'll find that Schaefer stays crisp and bright, first frosty cold draft to last. And you just may decide that the one beer for you is Schaefer. The one beer to have when you're having more than one.
Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one.
This is the New York Yankee Baseball Network. We pause for station identification.
Mostly sunny skies at the Albany County Airport, 73 degrees. This is WGY in Schenectady, New York. It's 2:30.
Bernie Allen will lead off the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bernie has hit safely in 8 of his last 9 ball games. Today he has sacrificed, doubled, and scored the game's only run. He takes down low ball 1. Bernie Allen is now hitting .283. He has 15 hits and 53 at-bats, 5 of them doubles. Next pitch, curve is outside from Bosman, ball 2. In his last 9 games, Bernie Allen has gone 12 for 31. That figures out to a .387 clip. He's had a hot bat. They stopped his inning streak night before last, but he had 2 sacrifice flies in that game. There's one well hit to right field. Ford is over to the corner, cannot get it. It's in for the base hit. Ford plays the ball on one hop, and Bernie Allen has his second hit of this ball game as he pulls a line drive to the right field corner. That is the Yankees' 7th hit in the game. And it brings up Thurman Munson. Bernie Allen with a single to go with a double and a sacrifice. So he has been a big man on attack today for the Yankees. First pitch will be coming to Thurman Munson. Here it is. Down low with a breaking ball. Ball 1. Hearing Toby Wright with the charge on the organ there reminds me of former Yankee Stadium organist Eddie Layton is here this afternoon. First time he's been out to a ball game since he stopped playing the stadium organ. They had a seat for him in the VIP section, but where did he go to sit? You guessed it. Down by the organist. There's a ball hit to shortstop. Allen was going, no double play. The throw to first, Munson is out. Hara throws out Munson. As Allen broke with the pitch, there was no chance to get Allen at second base. The pitching coach, Sid Hudson, comes out now. Has something to say to Bosman, perhaps about Jerry Kenney, who hit the ball well to left field his last time up. It was caught by Bittner, but it was a line drive. The Chicago White Sox have broken on top of Boston 3-0 at the end of 1 inning on a 3-run homer by Bill Melton, his 7th home run of the year. All right, Kenney will step in now as Hudson goes back to the dugout. Kenney has walked and lined to left. Yankees leading 1-0. Hara trying to hold Allen on at second base, and a curveball has the plate but low. Ball 1. Steve Kline is on deck. There's the set. Here's the pitch by Bosman. Fastball is sliced foul to the upper deck. Down the left field line. One on, one gone. Allen leads away again. Bosman looks at him. Now deals the plate. Breaking ball low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jerry Kenney. You weren't with us. The Yankees scored in the 4th. Allen led off with a double off the auxiliary scoreboard in right center. Munson walked. Kenney lined out. Kline singled to load the bases, and Horace Clarke brought the run in with a fly ball to center. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. Here comes. Curveball is lined back up the middle, base hit into center field. Allen had started back to second, thinking the ball might be caught. Now goes to third. And the Yankees have runners at the corners. Bernie Allen had stopped and started back towards second, thinking that Toby Hara might be able to catch that one. But it was beyond his reach. So Allen gets only to third. Base hit number 8 for the Yankees, and it brings up pitcher Steve Kline. Kline is lined to the second baseman and singled to left field. Hara, the shortstop, and Dalton Jones, the second baseman, set their side. A lot of meetings going on now. Billings goes out to the mound, and Dick Hauser comes down to Steve Kline. Jerry Kenney at first base talking to Coach Jim Turner. So we'll see what the strategy is. Kline bats as he throws, right-handed. His base hit back in the 4th inning was only his second hit of the year. Now the first pitch coming to him. Here it is. Cut on and fouled off to the left side. Rolled slowly over to the third base dugout. Strike one. Yankees lead 1-0. Both these teams have modest win streaks. The Yankees have won 2 in a row. The Rangers 3 in a row. And the 0-1 pitch will be coming. Here it is. He squeezes on. He pops it down the first baseline. No play at the plate. Picked up by Bosman. Throw to first base. Dropped by Dalton Jones. The run scores. Everybody is safe. Bosman with the suicide on. Fielded the bunt down the first baseline. Threw it over for an error. Threw it over to first base where it was dropped by Dalton Jones covering for an error. And everybody is safe. The run is across the plate. The Yankees lead 2-0. It will be a sacrifice credited to Steve Kline. Also credit Kline with a run batted in. And put Kline at first base on an error 4. An error charge to the second baseman who dropped Bosman's throw. The bunt was actually popped up down the first base line, but Bosman could not get to it. Bosman is coming out of the ball game now as Hudson is out to make a pitching change. Sid Hudson, the pitching coach. And the Yankees now lead by a score of 2-0. Left-hander Paul Lindblad comes on to pitch for the Texas Rangers. Lindblad, left-hander, is making his 24th appearance. Good gracious. His 24th appearance. He has won 2. He has lost 2. And Lindblad has 6 saves. Lindblad saved both Ranger wins down in Arlington, Texas, saving 1 for Bosman and 1 for Broberg. As he pitched 6 2/3 innings, allowed only 1 run, 6 hits, walked 1 and struck out 2 Yankees. One of the hits off of him was a home run by Rusty Torrey. Sun has broken through here at Yankee Stadium finally after we've had a cloudy day. But as we told you earlier, no threat of rain, and it did not rain. Now the sun is out. You can still come out and see a lot of baseball. Horace Clarke steps in with runners at first and second, 1 out. 1 run home. Bernie Allen has scored both Yankee runs in the game. The pitch to Clarke, batting right-handed now, is hit on the ground to the second baseman. Jones has it, flips to Hara out at second, back to first, double play. So 1 pitch from Lindblad, and the side is retired on a 4-6-3 double play. But the Yankees score 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error, and 1 man is left on base. At the end of 6, the score, Yankees 2 and the Rangers nothing.
Come on, take a spin around America, get away from the USA. East to west, don't you know America's got it all, don't you hear it call? Come on, take a spin around America, get away to the USA.
This is Eddie Albert. Discover America on the new Monday holidays. You'll find there are places all around you that can make you feel like you're a long way from home, like your own state, or the state next door. Plan some perfect vacations on your new Monday holidays and see what this country's all about. It's a great place to visit.
Come on, take a spin around America, get away to the USA.
Discover America travel organizations.
Looking at the scoreboard, White Sox lead the Red Sox 3-0 in the afternoon half of a day-night doubleheader. That's Wilbur Wood against Ray Culp. The 3 runs on a home run by Bill Melton. Later starts, Cleveland at Oakland, Baltimore at Minnesota, Kansas City at Milwaukee, where Paul Splittorff goes against Bill Parsons. Tonight, Detroit at California. In the National League, the Dodgers and the Cubs scoreless at the end of one. Al Downing against Milt Pappas. San Francisco nothing, St. Louis nothing at the end of one. Bryant against Reggie Cleveland. Night games in the National League. The Mets at Cincinnati, Montreal and Atlanta. Philadelphia at Houston. And San Diego plays at Pittsburgh. Don Mincher will lead things off as we go now to the 7th inning. Mincher, the first baseman, left-hand batter. Takes a breaking pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Mincher is hitting now 168. But even with that anemic batting average, he leads this club in runs batted in with 26. 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground at first base. Played on 2 hops by Bloomberg. He'll take it by himself. Mincher is out. Second time Mincher is grounded out to Bloomberg. And now the catcher, Dick Billings. Billings had an infield hit his first time up. He's batting .279 and over .600 against the Yankees. Billings beat out a ground ball down the third baseline in the second inning, grounded out to Kenney at short in the 5th. He's a right-hand batter. Has a lot of face fuzz. Mutton chop sideburns, mustache. In fact, he's got the hair goes all the way around. From one sideburn comes down, joins the mustache, right across, joins the other one. Looks like he's right out of the gay 90s. He takes the ball outside. Ted Ford is on deck. The next pitch, down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch to him. Hit in the air to left field. Roy White is there, though, and makes the catch. That's all for Billy. As is very often the case when Kline pitches, 12 of the 20 outs have been on ground balls. That includes 1 double play. Ball to Ford. Misses low, ball 1. There have been only 3 fly balls to the outfield. 1 pop-up caught by Thurman Munson. 1 strikeout, 1 man picked off. Wind up, the next pitch to Ford, right-hand batter, taken high and outside. Ford is batting .270. Came in as the leading hitter on this club. Has given that over now to Billings, who is batting .275. Curveball out on the ground to third. Played on 1 hop by Allen over to first base. Low, but dug up by Bloomberg, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, an easy inning for Kline. Nothing across for the Rangers, and at the end of 6 1/2, the score, Yankees 2 and Texas nothing.
Take a real honest, hard-working man, put a real honest beer in his hand, a natural brew with nothing to hide, made with 3 generations of beer brewing pride. You gotta be honest, beer drinking man with a UC beer in his hand. You know a real honest beer drinker wants a real honest
There are no phony flavorings in UC. No phony syrups, no phony anything. Utica Club. There's nothing phony about it.
Will be it that day at Yankee Stadium when all the young fans, 14 and under, accompanied by an adult, will get a free bat, gift of the Yankees. Rusty Torres will bat for Johnny Callison. Last time Torres hit against Lindblad, he hit a home run over 400 feet down in Arlington, Texas. First pitch to Rusty. Foul back, out of play. Torres, a switch hitter, is up there right-handed. As a right-hand batter, he's hitting 185, left-handed 213, overall 200. Two of his 3 home runs have been right-handed. He golfs this one foul past Dick Hauser, the third base coach, and a nice catch made by a youngster who got the ball on a nice little chest-high hop down there in the box seat. Had a baseball glove on, just put it away for a souvenir. No ball, 2-strike pitch to Rusty. Here it comes. Up high. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Outside. You know, tomorrow you'll not only get a bat here at Yankee Stadium, but if you get out here around noon, you can get Bobby Murcer's autograph, also Thurman Munson's, Steve Kline's, and Wade Blasingame's. They'll be autographing out there in left field tomorrow at noon. 2-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Billings thought that was a strike. Torres and the plate umpire Lou DeMuro did not. Torres let it go, and DeMuro says it's ball 3, 3-2. The payoff pitch will be coming down to Rusty Torres. Lindblad turns it loose, and it is popped up on the infield. In comes the second baseman, Dalton Jones. He's under it, and he makes the catch on the skin of the infield to retire Torres. And now Bobby Murcer had a double his first time up. Since then, he has flied to left and flied to center. Crowd always reacts when Bobby moves in on the plate. Roy White is on deck, one away. Left-hander, it's high and deep out toward right center field. Back goes Randall, back near the wall. One hands it on the track right in front of the 407 time. Mercer sends Randall back almost as far as he can go on the running track at the 407 marker to pull in his long drive. 2 outs. The batter will be Roy White. White has had 5 hits in his last 6 at-bats. 2 for 3 in this ball game, 3 for 3 night before last. And the first pitch to him. Taken for a strike. Next pitch coming. Strike 2 called. Lindblad nibbling at the outside corner and getting it. Has White in the hole now, 0-2. Yankees leading 2-0. The windup, the left-hander delivers, and White checks his swing in time. Pitch was high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They play Roy up the middle as a right-hand hitter. Outfield is spread. And the pitch. Checked his swing again, and it's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Everything has been away from Roy. The 2 strikes just got the outside corner, and now 2 balls have missed outside. Let's see what Lindblad does now on 2-2. He rocks and delivers, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. White chased it across the plate and couldn't find it. So Lindblad has retired 4 men in a row now. The Yankees go down in order at the end of 7 innings. The score is New York 2 and Texas, nothing.
It's a call to action for your machine. If you're a man of action, make it happen. As the sign of the action gasoline,
What a feeling when you're out there in your machine and the road's wide open ahead. Answer the call to action. Sunoco.
It's a call to action for your machine. If you're a man of action, make it happen. As the sign of the action gasoline, Sunoco.
Action. Sunoco makes it happen with the custom blending pump. It blends 260, the highest octane gasoline at any station, into every gallon of premium, little premium, even regular. That's 260 action, and it can really turn your engine on.
On the scoreboard, Baltimore and Minnesota no score at the end of 2 innings. Dobson against Blyleven. The Orioles have won 8 in a row. And let's see, Chicago 3, Boston nothing at the end of 2 in the first game of a day-night doubleheader. Giants and the Cardinals scoreless at the end of 1.5. Jose Cardenal has hit a 2-run homer for the Cubs. They lead the Dodgers 2-0 at the end of 2. And the rest of the game's not yet underway. 2 changes for the Yankees. Rusty Torres in right field and Felipe Alou as at first base. Felipe Alou replacing Bloomberg at first. Torres in right on another change. Hal Lanier has come on to play third, replacing Bernie Allen. First batter is Larry Bittner here in the 8th inning. Takes high and outside, ball 1. Bittner is hitting .241. The windup by Kline, the pitch. Outside again, ball 2. Bittner has grounded out and walked. Came in at 244, now down to 241. Bill Kane, our producer and super statistician, compiling the batting averages for us after each at bat. Keep you right up to date on what the guys are hitting. Bittner, a big, strong left-hand batter, has not been up that many times. Next pitch, fouled away to the left side. This guy's strong. I'm surprised he does not have a home run. That 19 base hits, 3 doubles, 16 singles. And the next pitch to him. Swung on in line to left center. It's going to be in for the base hit. Roy White gets to it on one hop. And Bittner is on with a leadoff single. This is the 4th inning in which the Rangers have had the leadoff man on. It brings up the center fielder, Lenny Randall, a right-hand batter. And Toby Harris out on deck. Thurman Munson out at the mound, talking to Kline. Lenny Randall is hitting .211. He was thrown out on a bunt in front of the plate by Thurman Munson leading off the 3rd. Then he popped up to end the 5th inning to Horace Clarke. Kline takes the sign, starts the stretch, hands now below the belt. The kick, and here's the pitch. Cut on, grounded to 3rd. Lanier has it, goes to Clarke out at 2nd, back to 1st, double play. Yankees turn over their 2nd double play in the ball game. 5-4-3 around the horn. Yankees now have 7 double plays in their last 2 ball games. Manager Ralph Houk was saying that the Yankees lead the American League in double plays. Ralph gets a little bit upset when people keep saying the Yankees can't turn over the double play. I read where he told somebody that he was pretty sure the Yankees led the league in DPs after the 5 in the ball game out here night before last. First time the Yankees had 5 double plays in one ball game since September 18th, 1965. Toby Howard takes the strike. Howard's hitting .245. Had a bunt single his last time up after flying out to center field his first trip. The base is empty, 2 down. Lanier playing him tight to the line and tight to the bag at third. The pitch, curveball, foul back, just off the facing of the upper deck. Goes back downstairs and bounces out into the field. One ball, 2 strikes now to Toby Harris. Next pitch going in the dirt, dug up by Munson. Count evens 2-2, 2 outs, nobody out. Yankees leading 2-0. We're in the top half of the 8th inning, first game of 2. Stottlemyre goes in the nightcap against left-hander Mike Paul of the Rangers. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Now waiting, here it comes. Hit on the ground at shortstop. Jerry Kenney digs it up, fires to first. He's out, and the side is retired. No runs, a base hit, no errors, and with the double play, nobody left on. At the end of 7.5, the score: the New York Yankees 2 and the Texas Rangers nothing.
Next time you're heading home all hot and thirsty, step off that noisy summer street into the cool quiet of a friendly tavern. Now we've got you right where we want you, in the perfect place and with the perfect thirst for trying Frosty Cold Schaefer beer.
Schaefer, please.
Helmet up. Your first one tastes great, smooth and bright. But today, one cold beer just isn't enough. So today, you'll really appreciate the quality that makes Schaefer unique. The way Schaefer actually gives you first beer pleasure, first frosty glass to last. You see, we started practicing on more than one beer thirst before most brewers even started brewing. And practice makes perfect.
Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one.
Felipe Alou leads off the bottom half of the 8th inning. He's hitting .264, batting for the first time, and the pitch to him. Strike, one is called. Bloomberg started at first with the right-hander Bosman pitching, but now with Lindblad in there, Alou has taken over for Bloomberg at first, and now bats for the first time. Down low, the pitch, 1-1. That day tomorrow here at Yankee Stadium, 2 o'clock ball game with the Texas Rangers, and every youngster 14 and under, accompanied by an adult, gets a free bat. 1-1 pitch. Ball 2 is low. Mike Kagich will pitch for the Yankees tomorrow against Pete Broberg. Broberg, with 5 wins, leads the Rangers path. 2-1 pitch. Hit right back to Lindblad. Didn't know he had it. Throws over to first base. Alou is out. Lindblad threw the glove up, then started looking around for the ball. He thought he had knocked it down, but the ball was right there in the webbing of his glove. Took him a second or two to realize he had it. Made his play to first base, though, in time. Alou is out. 1 down. And here is Hal Lanier batting in the spot vacated by Bernie Allen. Lanier will be up for his first time. This has been a hot spot in the batting order. Allen was 2 for 2 with a sacrifice, a double, and a single, and scored both runs. Lanier bounces the first one foul outside of third. Lanier, right-hand batter. Next pitch to him from the left-hander. Swung on it. Missed. Strike two. Hal Lanier with a batting average of 182. He has 6 base hits, all singles, 3 runs batted in. Yankees lead 2-0. 1 out here in the 8th inning. Next pitch. Checked his swing. A foul tip, and it's strike 3. Foul tip on a check swing. This is the New York Yankee Baseball Network. We pause for station identification.
At the Albany County Airport, mostly sunny skies, 74 degrees. 1 minute after 3, WGY Schenectady, New York.
Thurman Munson, the batter. He's been on once with a walk, sandwiched in between ground balls to the shortstop. Lindblad deals. Munson swings and loops one out over second base into center field, base hit. Munson, big turn around first base, now comes back as Lenny Randall gets the ball back to the infield. Munson gets the first hit off Lindblad, and base hit number 9 in the ball game for the Yankees. The batter will be Jerry Kenney. Kenney has walked, line to left, and singled. Kenney started the game hitting 154. He's now up to 171. And the pitch to Jerry. Blowing outside. Ball 1. Lindblad looks for the sign, ready to work now. Left-hander kicks and deals, and the pitch gets through. The catcher, Billings, rolling toward the backstop. Munson goes to second. It'll be a pass ball. The pitch was a called strike. Billings must have been crossed up on it because the pitch was in the strike zone, called a strike, but Billings could not handle it. Went right through his hands and through his legs, and he'll be charged with a pass ball as Munson moves to second. So Munson in scoring position. The count is a ball and a strike to Jerry Kenney. Left-hander Lindblad deals, and Kenney takes a ball. Two and one. Both Yankee runs charged to the starter Dick Bosman, who worked 5 1/3 innings. Next pitch to Jerry. Bouncing ball past the mound. They're going to have to hurry to get him. He's digging hard. Harrah cannot make a play. Everybody is safe. Munson at third, and Kenney has an infield hit. His second hit in the ball game, and that will be base hit number 10 for the Yankees. Slow bouncer. Once that ball got by the pitcher's mound, it's extremely doubtful that they'd have a play on the speedy Jerry Kenney. Toby Harrah, the shortstop, got to the ball on the first base side of second, realized he did not have a play, and wisely held on to it. Always a chance of throwing it away in your haste, and that would have let the run score. So Munson is at third, Kenney out at first base, and Steve Kline with a chance to give himself a little insurance. There goes Kenney on the first pitch. They make the throw to third instead, and Munson slides back into the bag. Stolen base for Kenney. Billings fired to third base, and Munson, who was not coming home, slid back in. Had they have thrown to second on Kenney, Munson might have come home. Stolen base, of course, for Jerry Kenney. Count is 1 ball, no strikes on Steve Kline. Next pitch to Steve. Cut on, bounce to the third. Taken there by the third baseman Nelson. Fires to Mincher at first. Kline is out, and so is the side. So for the Yankees, no runs, 2 hits. There were no errors. 2 men are left on base, and at the end of 8 full innings of play, the score: the New York Yankees 2 and the Texas Rangers 0.
When you stay back, you've said a lot of things nobody else can say. When you stay back, you say you care enough to only want the king of this. There is no other one. There's only something left. get it all.
The SS Hope is the most welcome ship in the world. And no wonder. She has brought medical care and training to millions of people on 4 continents. But Project Hope is more than a ship. It is land-based programs, too, at home and abroad. Help Hope, help others. Project Hope, Room A, Washington, D.C.
Go to the 9th inning, and they'll have a pinch hitter, Joe Levito, to bat for Paul Lindblad. Levito is a left-hand hitter. First pitch to him. Strike one call. Curveball is in. Levito is batting 182. This is his 100th at-bat this year. He has 18 base hits. 18 for 99 as of the moment. One strike pitch. Another curve, and on the ground at second base. Clarke has it. Levito is 18 for 100 as Clarke throws him out. One down, and Dave Nelson, the batter. One out, nobody on. Kline delivers to Nelson. Breaking pitch for strike. Nelson is 1 for 3. Grounded to short. Single to left. He pops this one up in a shallow center. Bobby Murcer coming in. Sets up under it. And Murcer has it for the second out. 2 down, and now Dalton Jones. Jones has not had the ball out of the infield today. He's grounded out once to the shortstop and bounced twice back to the pitcher Kline. He's a left-hand batter. Pitch to him is low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Kline again ready to work. Right-hander kicks and deals. Pitch is popped up foul outside of third. Lanier may have a play over to the seats. He goes. It is in the seats. He cannot reach it. 1 ball, 1 strike. One strike on Dalton Jones. Kline to the windup. Right-hander deals. Jones lines it down the left field line. It is fading, a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on. A 1-2 pitch coming down to Dalton Jones. Kline winds and delivers. Jones lines this one to center. It's going to be in for the base hit. Bobby Murcer surrounds it, gets it back to the infield, and the Rangers are still alive as Dalton Jones gets the 5th Ranger hit in the ball game. Ralph Houk will go to the mound, and a tough left-hander, Don Mincher, coming up. And I'm sure there's a tough left-hander throwing out in the Yankee bullpen, just in case. And I'm talking about Sparky Lyle. Oh, we'll see what Ralph decides. He decides to stick with Steve Kline. Although Murcer is hitting but 167, he leads this team and runs batted in with 26. He also has 5 home runs. Kline delivers. Murcer fouls it off. Strike one. Yankees leading 2-0. Yankees leading 2-0. Steve Kline trying to get the last out in the ball game. Takes the sign from Thurman Munson. And the pitch. Line drive, knocked down on one hop by Clarke. He's up with it, spin, throws to first, he's out. And the ball game is over. A well-hit ball, but played by Horace Clarke to get Murcer for the final out. In the ninth inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, a man left. I'll be back in 1 minute with the totals and the recap. The final score, the New York Yankees 2 and the Texas Rangers nothing.
If you are in the 105th Assembly District, which includes Schoharie County and parts of Delaware, Schenectady, Montgomery, and Albany counties, you have a chance to be heard in Albany. Robert Schaefer is your Democratic candidate for Assemblyman. Robert Schaefer has over 20 consecutive years of experience as a legislator on the County Board of Supervisors. Schaefer is a former chairman of the Schoharie County Board of Supervisors. Robert Schaefer has been chairman of the Schoharie County Democratic Committee for the past 12 years. Schaefer is an executive member of the New York State Democratic Committee. Robert Schaefer is an outspoken guardian of the taxpayers' interest. Bob Schaefer knows your needs. He's a man of the people and believes in returning government to the people. On Tuesday, June 20th, Democratic primary day, vote for experience. Vote for Robert Schaefer for Assemblyman from the 105th District. The preceding a paid political announcement by the Friends of Robert Schaefer for Assemblyman. Let's wrap this ball game up, and the Yankees come up with 2 runs on 10 hits, no errors. The Texas Rangers, no runs, 5 hits and 1 error. Steve Kline, the winner, his record is now 5-2. It's his second complete game and second shutout. And Dick Bosman, the loser, his record is 4-6. It's the Yankees' third straight win. The club has given up just 1 run in the last 3 ball games. Steve Kline pitching the shutout, gaining his 5th win of the year. And a brief summary on Yankees scoring in the ball game for you. Yankees got a run in the 4th when Bernie Allen led off with a double.
You gotta go down now, Frank.
And scored on Horace Clarke's sacrifice fly. Also a run in the 6th inning, driven in. And the Yankees win it by a score of 2-0. Well, I'm Frank Murcer for Phil Rizzuto and Bill White, our producer and statistician Bill Kane, and engineer Frank Steele, saying once again the final score here at Yankee Stadium was the New York Yankees 2 and the Texas Rangers nothing. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the second game of today's doubleheader. Meanwhile, we return you to your local studios.